All right, let's jump right into these Valentine's decorations. All right, for these, I'm using items from the Dollar Tree for most of these DIYs. This one, I did repurpose an item that I did have. You'll be able to see the DIY later on. I'm taking apart the beaded heart wreath that they do have at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't take apart the whole DIY because it was kind of glued together real good. But I'm taking it apart so that it lays just the way that I want it to lay, but you can leave it together and do this. But I'm just gluing them on, making sure the holes are facing inside. They would be still if you had left it on the metal piece, but I glued them all down, spaced them out a little, and then I'm just going to glue this one right on top of that, so then you don't even see the old DIY underneath there anymore once it is all together. I had a few beads left and I was trying to pick the legs for this tray. I decided to go along with the extra beads that I had. So I just put 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and then 2 straight across on each side. I had a little extra one left. And then for the top here, I wanted to cover the holes. You can spackle that. You can do so many different things. I just wanted to show you. You can put handles on it. I have these pieces here. I played around between this one and then the other one. I like the other one because if you didn't see, I had put some paint on there by mistake too. So that covered up both of those. And you got to be careful because this dries really fast. So I had to change the position of the other one to match that one because it dried so fast. And this is super simple, super easy, and so pretty. I just love the way this one turned out, and it was all Dollar Tree items. Now for this one, okay, so I got this from the Target Dollar Spot a while ago, and you can see it's a lived this life because it's kind of falling apart. So I painted it white, and then I'm just gonna kind of give it a distressed look. They had these this year at the Dollar Tree, so you can get these type shapes at the Dollar Tree too. But like I said, I got mine from the Target Dollar Spot a while ago, and it's just a little like light dry brushing around the edges to give it the distressed look. It's real easy, real simple. You can leave it just plain and white and you can have a nice white look, but I just wanted to give it, like I said, a little distress look. You can go in heavy, you can go in with a different color, but I just did mine with the white and the brown. And if you make a little mistake, it's going to be quick, but you can just wipe it off and then, build up on top of it the way that you want it to look, or you can put more white and then have it look the way you want it to look. I decided to add another one of those little Dollar Tree ornaments to this and give that the same little dry brushing there. And then I just hot glued that down on top of there. You can leave it blank. You can put something a little more bold. You can stencil something there. You can do so many different things with this, but this is how I did mine. And it's just a cute little decor piece. I wanted to share an easy wreath DIY using Dollar Tree items. This is real simple, real easy, and it is beginner friendly. All right, you can get all these items from the Dollar Tree. They have a large selection of ribbon right now for Valentine's Day. So we're going to make a Valentine's Day style wreath, and I'm going to take these zip ties that I also got from the Dollar Tree and just attach the ribbon to the wreath form. So you just take and attach that to a piece of the metal material, and then you'll start looping it. So you'll make the loop about 3-4 inches and then wrap the zip tie around it, and then take and put it under one of the reform pieces and attach it to there so that everything is nice and attached. Pull the zip tie real nice and tight, and then you'll have your first little loop bubble type piece, and then you'll just keep doing that. You'll space it out about an inch or so apart so that you can see once you pull it, it'll cover up the space that is in between, and you'll just keep doing that all the way around until you are completely done with that piece of ribbon. So this is real easy and real simple, and like I said, beginner friendly, but you're going to want to make sure you're attaching the ribbon to the reform, everything stays in place. And it's real simple once you get the hang of it. How I ended it off was I just took that piece of ribbon and made the loop again and just attached it to the piece, and everything is nice and secure. Then you will cut off the ends of the zip ties, and then you can go around and do another row. You can do as many of these rows as you feel you need to get a nice full one. You can probably do about 4 rows and it'll be nice and full. I only did 2 rows because I'm going to be adding in some other stuff there, but it's real simple. Like I said, just keep on going around and around and around. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. You can see that that one for the inside, that was one piece of the ribbon, the 9 feet, and it went almost all the way around. So you can get this done with about 4 to 5 things of ribbon if you want a nice full one, because you can see how the one that I went back on looks real nice and fluffy, as opposed to the one where there's just 2. So you can do this however you want. But just to fill mine in, because I'm not doing the 4 rows, I'm just deciding what I'm going to put in there. I was thinking about greenery. I was thinking about beads that I had from Christmas. But I'm going to take this metal car from the Dollar Tree, and it has an attachment piece on it, which I'm just looping around the metal piece of the wreath there to secure it. You can hot glue it too if you want to the ribbons. And then I'm just taking and figuring out where I'm going to place these flowers that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and this is just giving it a little bit of extra fullness. You can come in with Decor mesh. You can do this so many different ways, but this is, like I said, a beginner friendly way to get into wreath making. So this is something fun. So once you place it, you can just hot glue everything down, and this is how it should look. Now, this one, it was probably my favorite one. Okay, so I wanted to make a little table game for Valentine's. All right, so I got these 2 frames from the Dollar Tree. I wasn't sure which one was going to fit, like, because everything was in the packaging at the store. So I like this one more. You can see it fits good because I'm going to be putting a spacer in between. The other one was kind of long, and I didn't really like the way it fit. They have other dice too to have a more rounded edge at the Dollar Tree, but those come in a pack of 2. This came in a pack of 4 for each one, so that is cheaper. And now I'm just deciding what I'm going to use as the spacer. They have the skewers, they have the dowels from the Dollar Tree. I even thought about using these little wood shimmies that I have a pack of, but when it crosses over, I was going to have to do, extra work. So using the dowels was the easiest way. So just going to put them in and mark it where you want it to be. You want it to fit nice and snug, so you don't want to mark it too small. And then I just kind of scored it with the scissors and then just snapped it in half. You can do this in a neater, easier way. You can just sand off those edges there, but you're not really going to see them because it's going to be in there nice and snug, so you won't really see them. So I just did that for all the pieces that I needed. I left the dice in so that I can measure out how this was going to go. And then once I had those pieces, I painted the clear piece inside because I couldn't get off that out of the office. And then I painted the dice. So you can hand paint these. I just did mine with spray paint. I put these little skewers on the end to make it easier to spray paint them. They will leave a hole, so you'll have to cover that up. I'm gonna have to go back in with a little spackle and cover mine up. You could also just put them on the bottom and you won't be able to see them. I made these little X's and O's with my Cricut, but you can hand paint these. You can get your own stickers. You can do these in so many different ways. But I just cut these real quick with the Cricut, and then you can use transfer paper to put these on. But when it's just something like a simple piece like that, I really don't use the transfer paper with the Cricut. Like even this one, it had a little O in the middle, and then that's what the transfer paper is good for, because you won't have to worry about putting that extra little piece in there. But it was fine. Like I said, if you don't want to see the holes, I put these on the side where the holes would be visible, but you can just turn it. And that's just showing you the little ornaments from the Dollar Tree. Those would make cute hearts and different shapes to put for the X's and O's. But like I said, I just wanted it plain and simple. So I wanted it black and white. Again, I put them back in so I can make sure the dowels were going into the right places. And once I shoved those into place, you could put a little glue in there too to make sure they stay. But they were nice and snug because I cut them just a smidge bigger than what they needed to be. And this is how it came out, and I am in love with it. Another easy wreath DIY. All right, so I have this wreath form from the Dollar Tree, these faux florals from the Dollar Tree, and then this twine from the Dollar Tree. I was going to cover the whole thing with the flowers and do kind of an ombre look, but I decided to take the twine and go along the inside of it. So just going to start to tie it off. I realized it was too big to loop through, so I'm doing it in sections. So you're just going to keep going around and around, making sure everything lines up all nice and snug as you loop it around. And when you get to the end of one piece, you're just going to tie another piece on and just keep going around. You see, I left the peak open right there because as you go over the peaks, it gets kind of bulky. So I'm just going to cover that up with a flower. The top one was a little bit easier, but the bottom one was going to be really bulky. And then I'm just deciding where I'm placing the flower. So I'm going to start with the red up top, going down to the pink, and then ending off with the white, still kind of giving it that ombre look, but not so much, but I think this is cute and simple, and you can change this up and do this in so many different ways. So I used about 3 things of flowers from the Dollar Tree, which wasn't bad at all. And you're going to take and you're going to glue them. So you're going to glue them to the reform, to the twine, and to each other to make sure everything stays nice and secure. And then once you're done with that, I decided I wanted to hang something in the middle. So I have these little ornament pieces from the Dollar Tree as well. I took and I glued 2 of those together. I did this before at another DIY too, and that's the one that I ended up picking. And I'm just going to attach it and let it hang with another piece of twine there. So I'm just going to hot glue that to the back and then hot glue it to the back of the reform too. And then that's it. It's real easy and simple. You can hang other things from in here. You can just get real creative with this. You can loop this around with ribbon. You can do this in so many different ways. Like if you don't want to do the twine, you can do it in another way. But this is just something easy, and I hope it gave you some inspiration to go out and make a cute Valentine piece using items from the Dollar Tree. Is almost here, so I want to do some fun Valentine DIYs using Dollar Tree items. All right, so for this first one, we have the clear drawer that they have at Valentine's Day. This you can do so many things with, but we're going to be making like a perfume bottle decor piece for Valentine's Day. I'm taking a piece of paper that kind of, has those Valentine colors in it. I cut it a little bit bigger than the inside, and then I kind of scored it with my fingernail to make sure it fit nice and snug, cut away the excess, and just use a little bit of hot glue to put that in. Then I have these cute love signs from the Dollar Tree also, and then I'm just alternating the colors, and I'm going to put 3 of those in there. You can put something else in there too, but I did think that's a cute little pop of extra to put in there. And then I have a little Jenga block from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to take that and it's going to give it kind of that perfume bottle shape up top. So I'm just gluing one of those on there right on top of the handle, and then this table scatter that is also from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking and gluing that all around the Jenga block to give it a jeweled look. And then I'm going to add some extra table scatter to the inside of the drawer, and then you stand it up and you have a cute looking perfume bottle, which is a fun piece of decor for Valentine's Day. Another cute and easy one, I'm using this little crate from the Dollar Tree, but you can do this on a bigger scale. I'm going to paint mine red, white, and pink, but you can, like I said, use a bigger crate and then do like real size looking, but it's meant to mock books. So I'm just using the lines on the crate kind of as my guide. You can tape off the sides to make sure that you have, preciseness with this. But if you're going to be using this crate, when you have the sides, you'll see that they have the little handles on there. So I just, this is great for a tiered tray or something like that on a shelf where you really won't see those sides. But this is how it's looking so far. Whatever color you put for the top, you're going to make sure you cover the top because you can see that if it's on a tray or on the shelf. And then for the pink, I'm just mixing 2 colors together to get the pink color. You could just use regular pink paint, but I just did those. I did a couple of coats, and then once it dried, I used my Cricut to cut these little wordings here. But you can just get stickers or something like that. And I just put Hello Valentine and then a little design piece on the bottom, because again, it is meant to mock books, so it just looks like stacked books, and then those are the titles for the books, which is real cute and simple. But like I said, you can use stickers or something different there. And then once that part was done, then I just wanted to wrap it, so I used some twine from the Dollar Tree, and then this little ribbon that I got from Michael's. And then after I bought it, I saw this same ribbon at the Dollar Tree, but it was on sale at Michael's, so that was fine. Tied it in a little bow, and this is how it came out. So cute. Now for this next one, another simple, easy piece using Dollar Tree items. Okay, so they have these hearts. They come in 3 different colors. I had grabbed them all. And then they have this wreath with the wood beads and a heart shape. And then I have these wood letters. And then these are, they call them ornaments at the Dollar Tree, like kind of for their little trees. And I'm going to use one of those as the O. So I'm just painting the L and the V red. You can leave these the wood color too, because they do go with the piece, but I'm just painting them just to give a little extra touch. I'm taking off the string that was on there, and I found these square beads at the Dollar Tree in the craft section, so I'm taking those, and then I'm going to secure it in the back, and then it just has a different little hang. You can adjust this form to make sure it fits perfectly around the heart, and then I'm just hot gluing everything down. I decided to go with those pieces instead, and then I'm layering. So then now you have the love, you have the square beads, you have the form on top, and I just think it's a cute piece of Valentine's decor using all Dollar Tree items. Now for this one, another simple one using Dollar Tree items. I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it red and white. So I'm going to do 2 sections red, 2 sections white. I'm not going to give it a lot of coats. I just wanted to give it, a little bit of color. You can do this with a wood stain. You can do this in so many different ways, but I'm just doing it nice and simple. And red and white are the Valentine colors. And then I got this piece too from the Dollar Tree, and then all of this ribbon from the Dollar Tree too. So I'm going to make a cute little bow. I'm going to layer 2 different styles of the ribbon, just real simple, and then put this together, with a twisty tie. And then I'm going to put everything on we're going to call it like a wreath, but it's just a piece of decor, but it's kind of like a wreath, you know, but using all of the Dollar Tree items. So you just stack those, and then you could just put it with a twisty tie. You can do this really big. You can do it smaller. You can do it whatever way you want. You can buy a pre-done bow if you want it, but it's just something real simple. So I'm going to take these little lips too that I got from the Dollar Tree, the ornament section, and I'm going to just hot glue all of that down. And the great thing about this is you can customize it, whatever way you want. And then I'm just taking some twine because it goes with the string that's already on there to hang this. And then I'm hot gluing that down. And then this is how it came out. So simple, so cute. Now for this one, another simple one, we're going to be using those wood heart beads again, and just some of them ornaments, the ribbon, all the same things. I'm going to be using a different metal card this time though. So you can stack these, you can do this singular, you can do this, you can do it really big and make it really long. You can do this in so many different ways, but I'm just hot gluing the little card down, and then I'm taking some faux florals and I'm wrapping the stem around. So I cut off the pieces that I wanted, and I'm just wrapping the stem around kind of to secure it there. And then I'm taking little twisty ties and attaching this. You can attach it with zip ties. You can attach it whichever way is going to be the most secure. I wouldn't do it with just glue. You could do it with wood glue, but then you have to wait a while for it to secure itself. But you want to make sure it's nice and secure and everything will stay together. And then I just added a few more florals to this. And again, nice and simple, made a bow with the twisty tie that, tied in place, and then just stacked the different pieces of the bow. So I'm not a good bow maker, but and then I attached that with a twisty tie to there, and then just to cover up that part, I just used some of the ornaments again and stacked those on top. And then you can hang this with a door hanger, and it is simple and done using all Dollar Tree items. Now for this one, which is going to be kind of like a centerpiece, I have this crate from Target, the Bullseye Dollar Spot section, and then I have these foam pieces from Dollar Tree, skewers, some greenery that I had from Christmas, and then I had got these from Michael's, and I got them on sale. They were like 40% off. So I'm just going to attach these little hearts, and you can make these yourself. They're just felt, and then they're stuffed, and you can hot glue it, and then do the cute little stitching around the edges. But they were already done in a pack from Michael's, so I'm just going to use those. And then these ornaments from the Dollar Tree section, in the holiday section, so I'm just stacking those together too and putting those on the skewer. But you can do this in so many different ways. You can make your own little hearts. You can do these with wood hearts. I'm thinking about doing something like that. Just so many different ways, but I'm going to do this probably again, but just in a different way, maybe with a metal base. But so then once I did that and made all of those, I filled in the extra sides with the font, with the newspaper. And then you're just going to take and put your skewers into the foam. You're going to put them down to the size that you want them though, because after I filled in all of the flowers and filled in all of the pieces. And then I was like, it's too much space between the floral pieces and the actual pieces. So I broke them down more so that they were closer to the bottom. And I thought that was better. And then I just attached some of these ornaments from the Dollar Tree with just some regular hot glue. And this was just something so quick and so simple. And I think it is such a pretty centerpiece. And now for this one is another piece using Dollar Tree items, and it's kind of like a wreath. So I have these two wood hearts in the Dollar Tree. One was colored, one wasn't. And then I'm just going to take this ribbon. So whatever length you want your ribbon to poke out, you're going to want to double it because you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it again, and then you can cut a cute little peak on it. You can do it without cutting a little peak on it, but I think the peak makes it cute. And because the ribbon, has a front side and a back side, I just twisted it to both sides were facing the front side, if that makes sense. And then just hot glued that down. And you're going to just do it all around the edges. So you're going to space it out, not too much though, but just space it out enough so that it kind of overlaps. You can see I ran out right there, but it's okay because we're layering a second layer on with this mesh style ribbon, and you're just going to do it the same way. Twist it, hot glue that down, another row all over, and then it just starts to fill in, and it just looks so pretty. You can take and do this and fill in the whole thing, and then you can have a whole piece filled in with it. But I'm just going to take that heart from the Dollar Tree and put that piece on top, and I'm just going to hot glue that down. But like I said, you can fill this in and just have a nice pretty full wreath. You can do so many different things with this, but this way is just real easy, real simple, real quick. And then so I just glued that down, and then that is how that looks so far. And then to cover up those holes and just to add another level to it, I'm just going to take those wood heart bead shaped thing from the Dollar Tree. I love this piece right here. They have it in a circle too, but I love the heart one. It is so perfect for Valentine's Day. And just to cover up that metal piece in the middle, I'm just going to take one of the Dollar Tree ornaments and hot glue that on to cover that up. And then that is just so pretty and so simple. But you can, if you wanted to, build on this and do little wording in the middle, do different things. You can put the Dollar Tree ornaments in there. You can just go so many different ways. You can add more ribbon on the outside and just do so many different things. I was just playing around with it to see if I wanted to do that, but I decided to not do that and just leave it how it is because I love the red and just how it looks. It does come with its own little string to tie it. I took it off, but I found these square beads at the Dollar Tree, and as I'm going through my stuff, I'm realizing I bought like 4 or 5 of them. But I'm just putting that on as the back, like the hook for it, and I just think it came out so pretty. Now for this one is a gift idea. So there's so many different little gift ideas you can do using Dollar Tree items, using different things, but this is just a cute way to give, and you can put anything on this. So I have the bucket from the Dollar Tree, tissue paper, and then I put a little foam in it. And then what I'm going to do is attach these little Rice Krispie treats and candies with the skewers. You can use tape for this. Outside of tape. I really was out of tape. So I just hot glued mine on to the thickest part. But the easiest way to do this would just be to tape it with some clear tape on the back, make sure it's nice and secure, and then break down the skewers. You can leave them tall if you want, but I broke mine down to the size that I wanted them to poke out of the little bucket there. And you can do this with different containers. A reusable container is always great because then the person can reuse that container. They can eat the candy. You can put other little gifts on there, just so many different ways that you can do this. And then just a few little decor pieces I put in there. And then just to add a little something extra to the bucket, I did hot glue the Dollar Tree ornaments on there, but you don't have to do that part. And this is how it came out. So cute. Now for this next piece, this you can do in so many different ways. Okay, so we have these love signs again from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna paint two red and two white, just using, regular paint. And you want to get into all of the cracks. And you want to do the back too. So you want to let it dry. You want to do both sides because you'll be able to see them. You can cover the back up and then you won't be able to see it. There's so many different ways you can do this, but I did it this way because it's easy and simple. But I'm just getting in all of the little cracks, like I said, and then you can glue this together. You can make a basket. Like I said, you can do this so many different ways. I might go back and do another DIY with these, but for now we're doing like a vase. So you're going to glue those together. You can use a heavy glue. The hot glue, comes instantly, but you do need to let it dry for a little bit to make sure it is nice and secure because they are heavy pieces. So you don't want to move it around while it is drying. And you want to face the good side out, the love side out. You can put something on the bottom of this. You can fill this with a Dollar Tree vase. You can do so many different things with this, but this is such a cute Valentine piece. This 3-ring set and then these floral pieces. And just to show you, you could take apart your faux florals and make your own little arrangements with the stems. But I'm just going to use the fern-like part for this, and I'm going to use the biggest ring that was in the set. So you can tie these down many different ways. You can do twine, you can do all kind of things. I'm just going to do mine with zip ties. So I'm just going to take 2 and just go 1 up, 1 down, and then just tie that off, and then I'll cut off the little tail later. And then I just did another set right there. So easy and so simple. You can like kind of pre-tie it before if you have a hard time keeping it together, and then just put everything in. Do not do that. Be careful with your scissors. And then you'll have like these little zip tie pieces right there. So to cover those up, you can do it a lot of different ways. I have these pieces from some Dollar Tree items from Valentine's Day that I'm just going to use, and then these ribbons right here from Dollar Tree also. So I'm just going to take and make kind of a little bow for this. So I just took and I cut 3 different pieces and then folded them so the center was all in the back, stacked them together, and I'm just going to take another zip tie and tie them all together at one time, nice and tight. And then you can see, because they have like the wiring kind of on the end, I'm just going to bubble them up there, and it covers where the zip tie was at. And then I'm just going to take another zip tie and attach that to the ring so that everything is all together, and then everything is covered up so you don't see it. And then I'm going to take one of the little faux leaves from the flowers too and put those little heart pieces that I had from a piece of Dollar Tree and just glue those on there. And then this is how it came out. It is so easy and so simple. And you can do this for any holiday. Another easy one using Dollar Tree items. So I have this little wood block here, and I have this welcome sign that was from the Valentine section. And this is just real easy and simple. You could use a longer piece, but I'm just using this piece. So I'm going to have to make sure everything doesn't go over too far. And because I'm going to be seeing a little bit of the wood, I'm just coloring mine red. You could stain this, you can leave it as is, but I just wanted mine to be like, kind of the Valentine's colors. So I painted mine red. And then I'm just going to take the welcome sign, make sure everything is spelled out the way it's supposed to be. And I'm going to kind of stack these on top of each other and hot glue it, but not covering up the actual lettering that is there. And because I want a piece able to glue to the board once I'm done. I'm doing the light colored ones on top and the canvas like ones on the bottom. And then that way they can stick to the piece. And then that's how that looks. You can just add something to hang this right there and be done with that. You can do this so many different ways, but I'm just going to take some ribbon and make myself a little bow. So I'm just cutting a little tail there and then just stacking them again. And I'm going to tie it off with another zip tie. And then I'm going to take that, fluff it out, and then I'm going to attach it to this. So I'm going to put it behind the lettering so that you don't see the zip tie. I hot glued that. And then I just hot glued some twine on there so that I can be able to hang this. But you can hang this with actual hooks. You can do it many different ways. But this is just easy and simple. And this is how it comes out. So easy and so simple. Another easy Valentine's DIY, and this one is using Dollar Tree items too. So I found this love sign at Dollar Tree, and it is cute on its own. It has a little slot in it, but I'm just gonna give it a little light coat of the white. The white paint at Dollar Tree, you barely see it, so it's kind of like a whitewashing. And then they have these little ornaments at Dollar Tree, and they come in different shapes, different colors, and they were cute for Valentine's Day. So I'm just gonna take and put two of those on there and hot glue those, and then you can have a little picture holder, and you can give it to someone too and put a picture of you and them, and it's a cute little Valentine's gift. Another easy Valentine's. So all of these are easy. These are going to be super easy Valentine's DIY. So if you're new to wreath making, then this is real simple. Usually they do it around 6 or 8 inches. I did mine about 11 inches. So I cut the deco mesh and then I'm just going to zip tie mine on there onto the wreath form that I got from the Dollar Tree with some zip ties. A lot of people do these with the twisty ties, but I just find this real easy and simple. And I did mine so big, it's going to be nice and full. So I'm just zip tying around them randomly, not like right on top of each other. And you can see it's already filling in. This is the mesh that I got. It was from Christmas. I got it at Michael's and it was on clearance. And then, but it's red. So, you know, it goes with Valentine's. So I'm using these ribbons that I got from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to stack those, not on all the pieces, but on some of the pieces. So I'm just cutting off the little tails there for these so that I can layer these on top of the rolled deco mesh. So I roll it just like I rolled the other ones, but then I just layer these two pieces of ribbon on top. And again, just attaching it all with the zip tie and then fluffing it out so you can see both pieces of the ribbon. You can do this around for every piece and have it real colorful and bright, but I just put it in for a few pieces. And it's just real simple. You just keep on attaching it, and you're going to be attaching it to the wreath itself. So it's nice and full. I used the whole pack, but I'm just going to add this mesh also from the Dollar Tree. So I'm cutting that around the same 10 inches or so, and I'm rolling that the same way that I rolled the others. And I'm going to stack the ribbon again, not in all of them, but just in some of them. And I'm just finding some little spots for that. So you'll be able to see that when it's done. And then I'm going to fluff it all out when I'm done. And then I'm adding this little metal car from the Dollar Tree. It has a little hook here, so you can just attach it to the frame. Another quick one from the Dollar Tree. So we used these before to make a vase, and now we're going to just make a piece of decor. So I have this one painted white real quick, and then this is how it looks. You can paint it any color, you can stain it, you can leave it the way it is, but I just wanted mine white. And then I'm going to take the twine from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to kind of line it inside of the heart, the old piece. You can do it around all of the border, you can do none of it. You can do this in so many different ways. I'm just using a little bit of hot glue, so it's not really hot. You can let it cool down a little bit so it's like a tacky kind of feel. And then I just went around from the outside all the way to the back so that when you look at it, it's just, lined with the twine and it gives it kind of that rustic farmhouse look kind of. And then I have a little tail left there, but I'm going to use that. I'm sanding it down because my love sign was a little rough, especially once I painted it. It had a little, so you can just distress it if you want. You can leave it as is, but I'm just going to finish hot gluing around that twine. And then once I get to the top of the heart, I am going to attach this little ornament from the Dollar Tree. And this is how it came out, so easy. Now another easy one using Dollar Tree items. So they have these little cute square beads, and you can make this as long as you want or as short as you want. They also have other wood beads. I already had some around, but they have these other brown beads too. I'm just going to take them off of the string that they on and add them to the Dollar Tree twine. I was thinking about doing two in one, but then I went back and just did one in one because I like the way that looked better. But this is just, real easy. So you can just restring them on the twine, and then it came out like this. I thought that was so pretty, and you can use this for any occasion, any holiday, because you're just really changing out the end of it. So I tied that off in a knot so that everything wouldn't slip off, and then I left that really long tail there, and then I made kind of a tassel. So I just looped it around my hand, cut one side, and then I'm just going to take and tie that off again around the end there so that it makes a cute little tassel. And you can do this in so many different ways, but that was just the easiest way for me to do it right then. And then I'm going to also just close that off so everything stays down nice and tight. So you can tie it to the knot. You can hot glue this down, but you just want to make sure everything stays nice and tight. And then that extra long piece that I have, I'm just going to attach this little ornament from the Dollar Tree Valentine section. And this is how it came out. And to me, it has a cute little rustic look too. So if you love Valentine's, check out some more down below.